I know that some of you may not be satisfied with the grades you received this semester and are considering lodging an appeal. It's worth bearing in mind that there are very specific grounds on which an appeal can be made. If your appeal does not fit into these categories, it won't be upheld. The grounds for appeal are the assessment regulations weren't followed, there was an administrative error, or a material irregularity. This might include something like being given the incorrect assessment for your module. For example, you were given an exam full of chemistry questions, but you're actually a social care student. Or being given an exam that was 100% of the module mark, but your course schedule indicates that 50% of the mark should have been from your practical work. Essentially, this ground for appeal is something that AIT did incorrectly, which impacted your grade. The second grounds for appeal are extenuating circumstances, which were not drawn to the attention of the exam board because either they were unknown to the student or the student was unable to present them. This one might be particularly important in our current climate and would include examples such as you being ill in hospital and unable to give a medical note to your faculty office, or having concussion because you hit your head, but it wasn't diagnosed when you took your assessment. The third grounds for appeal are a student with a disability or special educational need who didn't receive their special accommodation. AIT provide additional exam supports to some students in order to provide equity of access for them. If we agreed to provide this for you and then didn't, you may be eligible to appeal your marks. You should note that the result of an appeal is rarely an increase in marks. If successful, you're most likely to receive a deferral. In that case, you would be required to take the assessment again in August. If you do want to appeal, the form is available on the exams website. You should complete this online form and then follow the fees link to pay the appeal fee of €65 per module. If your appeal is successful, the money will be refunded. The deadline to apply and pay is 12 noon on the 17th of June. No applications will be accepted after this, and the application will not be processed if the fee is not paid by this deadline.